Have you ever seen a Cybertruck before?
No, this is my first time. I'm used to Teslas, but I have a stock, and I'm not used to pressing a button. Oh, I feel like I'm the king of the road over here. Like, that was a chill mode. Okay. All right, here we go. Whoa, right. That's what I'm looking for here. Whoa. I really want one, but I don't know if I want to pay $20,000 over. Now that interest rates are 5%, even though it's $10,000 cheaper, the monthly payment is exactly the same.
With the Section 179, even at 80%.
That's right, you do get that write-off, right?
Exactly.
Wow. Is it the full price of the vehicle?
Hey guys, we got an exciting video for you today. We're meeting up with Andrei Jikh, which is a finance content creator. We're gonna show him the Cybertruck, get his reaction, and ask the question, is the Cybertruck a good investment or not? Let's get into it. It tries to guess what direction you're going in when you hit the brake. So right now, it thinks so you actually have to,
Okay,
exactly.
Forward.
And so, have you ever seen a Cybertruck before?
No, this is my first time.
Oh, nice.
This is really cool.
So what was like the first thing, when you first saw it, what was your first impression?
It's bigger than I thought it would be.
Okay.
Yeah, and it feels just like my fridge.
Exactly, a red fridge.
That's right. Yeah. Whoa, that is weird. The steering. Oh my gosh. It's turning way more than I thought it would originally.
Let it come to a stop.
Okay.
Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left.
Dang.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow.
And then if you turn it all the way to the right, you'll see there's not a lot of trouble. Yeah.
Whoa. There's a slight delay of like a 1/5 of a second before it starts turning, before I turn the wheel.
At lower speeds, it's pretty aggressive, but then when you get to higher speeds, it's less aggressive. So it's actually super comfortable to drive on the highway.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's hard to gauge like where the front is because it's so long. The windshield is so long. I don't know where my actual front is, so that's a little scary.
Yeah, and of course this dashboard is massive.
Yeah, I have the Model Y, so I'm used to Teslas, but I have a stock, and I'm not used to pressing a button on the steering wheel.
Yeah, and on top of that, your turn signals are also on the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Does it artificially generate an electric noise when you take off, or is that the actual motor?
That's the actual, I think it's the actual motor, but that's one thing I noticed initially too. It's super loud compared to other Teslas.
Yeah, it creates like this whirring, this like electrical like whir. That's cool.
And then I also kind of feel like the regen is also more aggressive.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's so much heavier.
Yeah. First thoughts on like the ride or comfortability or harshness?
That person was just, they were like, what was that?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought from all the reviews that I've been watching on YouTube, everyone is saying that it's a harsh ride, but so far it's way softer as far as the suspension goes than my Model Y. Yeah, it's way softer than I thought it would be. I guess it makes sense because it has so much suspension travel. Like, what is this set to? Is this the normal?
So right now it's on medium.
Medium.
But it can go higher and also it can go way lower.
Does that affect how soft it is? If it's like at high, will it be like even more boat-like?
Yes, yeah. When you want more sportier, it will go down lower, but then when you want more comfort, it goes higher because if you look at dynamics, there's comfort, sport, and of course off-roading.
Okay. Have you launched this yet?
I haven't, but if you want to.
Oh, no, not right now. I don't want to re-run this guy.
And then the other thing I like is that it sits really high compared to other Teslas, which I think adds to that comfortability.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I feel like I'm the king of the road over here. And I like that this is the squircle thing and not like the missing top and bottom of the other ones. Because like you can actually like do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ride comfortably and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, but while we're still at the light, so turn the wheel all the way to the left.
Okay.
And now look at the back wheel in the rearview mirror.
Oh, whoa. That's nuts. Holy crap. I've never seen that.
Yeah. Rear steering, 3 degrees of turn. And as you can imagine, because of that, it helps in the tight turns. Like,
yeah.
One thing with Tesla, it's not a good U-turn radius.
No, like it's not, but that's amazing. I've never seen that. That's so cool. Does this do the crab walk thing or?
It does not.
It doesn't? Okay.
Yeah.
Not like, I don't think anyone would ever use that feature, but it's just a cool gimmick. Why do you think they don't have autopilot yet?
I think I read somewhere that Elon is deprioritizing this vehicle because they don't need to, right? It's going to sell every one of them. And so the software updates, because if I were to sum everything up, no autopilot, no full self-driving, no parking sensors.
Really?
So like, you know, yours might have that cloud.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
Why?
So there's no sense of distance besides of these beautiful cameras.
Right.
Front camera, rear camera.
So this has way more cameras than the other Teslas.
Exactly, yeah. And this is nice. So like turn the wheel.
Wait, why does it have a front camera?
This is Tesla's first with a front camera, and then of course the rear camera. But you can see when you turn the wheel, it actually shows you which direction you're going.
Huh. That's really cool. I guess they would need to do that with the fly-by-wire because it's such a new system. This is scary. I can't like sense very well how big it is on the sides.
Yeah,
like
it's brand new.
It's brand new to me, yeah. So I don't want to go too crazy. Whoa, everyone is. I can like sense it. I've driven in nice cars before, and like sometimes I'll see and I'll notice people looking, but like every single person that's driving by is just like doing this. Like they're turning their body. It's crazy.
And it's just all ages of demographics.
Yeah, so I guess you're right. You know, if you're like a plumber, if you're a handyman and you want to advertise yourself, I guess it makes sense for at least for the foreseeable 6 months from now.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to find a local contractor to sponsor us.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
Not bad for a big truck, huh?
It's nuts, yeah. Jeez. It's not quite as quick as my Model Y.
Well, that was in chill mode.
Oh, right. Like, that was in chill mode. Okay. All right, here we go. Whoa, right. That's what I'm looking for here. Whoa. That's so unexpected.
This is Foundation Series all-wheel drive, so 0 to 60 at 4.1. There's still a faster version at 0 to 60 at 2.6.
Jeez.
And then we've got a little baby mirror right here.
Whoa, I just noticed how tiny that is.
Yeah.
Why is it so small? Does this become a video feed too?
It does not. So there is a button on the steering wheel right here.
Yeah.
That if you trigger that, it should turn on the cameras.
Okay. Trigger the cameras?
There's your little control.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's my rear view right there.
Yeah, because there's the tonneau cover that closes.
Right.
Which will completely block out visibility from this glass piece.
That makes sense. Whoa. How fast does this deplete the battery?
So,
like, is it pretty accurate?
In California, where the temperature's a little bit better, I would say it's getting like 280 to 290
Okay.
out of the rated 320 to 340. But this drive here to Vegas was actually really bad. I guess because it was raining, cold temperatures. I think we were only getting like 240.
Okay. My Model Y is closer to 280-ish. But you're only stopping once, right?
Only stopping once.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Left with 100%.
Are you gonna get the battery extender?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think it's worth it.
Really?
No.
For 15 grand, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with stopping.
Yeah.
And it's like, what, another 150? Like, it's not. I don't think it's worth 15 grand.
That's true.
Like, if it was like hot swappable, like, I would say that'd be cool. But I think it's like the service center has to install it and deinstall it.
Right, that makes
I don't
sense.
know. Maybe 15 grand won't be 15 grand in a couple of years.
Inflation. Brought to you by the Federal Reserve.
You can open and close the tonneau from here. You hear what that? You can hear it.
Oh, that's fascinating. Okay. Sounds like my garage door. See, driving on the right side of the road with these narrow streets, I'm actually really scared of like curbing it or something.
Oh yeah, because it's a big vehicle.
Yeah, I'm just not used to driving a full-sized pickup truck. I don't know if I'm nervous because of its size or because it's not mine and I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, and it's like a brand new truck.
Yeah,
1,000.
exactly. And it's just not mine, and I just don't want to. Yeah, it's scary. But I imagine if I was to drive this thing for a day and I knew it was mine, I don't think I'd be as tense.
Yeah, and also busy roads in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's rush hour.
Just from the initial impression, I feel like I really want one, but I don't know if I want to pay $20,000 over
Exactly.
with the Foundation series, because I feel like give it a year and you might be able to pick these up for like $60K. I think as a first adopter, you're just taking on a huge risk. I don't think anyone who's ever bought a Tesla who's a first adopter has ever made money or has ever like not lost a ton of money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
And especially all the people that lost money buying any Tesla the past like couple of years.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, same. I know what you feel.
Which is crazy because during the pandemic, I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm up like 20 grand. That's when I should have sold. Yeah.
Exactly.
But what's crazy is with these interest rates, the price I paid at my interest rate, which was 2.5%, and I bought mine, I think the total was like 68, 70, or 62. Now that interest rates are 5%, even though it's $10,000 cheaper, the monthly payment is exactly the same.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So then it begs the question, what's the better situation to be in, a higher interest rate or a lower purchase price?
I mean, I guess it makes sense to just have a newer car if I was just to compare the two.
Right.
But if you're going to spend more money, then it makes sense to have my interest rate at 2.5%.
Right.
Or just maybe not buy anything brand new and just buy used
Exactly.
for sure.
Always buy used,
Yeah.
1 to 2 year depreciated.
Yeah.
So you have one on order. Let's say Tesla called you next week and you're ready to order it. So you wouldn't take it?
See, that's a good question. I'm kind of like 50-50 about it.
Right.
Yeah. I think driving it, it's making me lean towards like getting one, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of a lot of money. 100, you paid 100 grand?
100 grand, yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of want like the stupid fast one, but I'm like, do I need it? Because this is so fast. I don't know if I'd want any faster. Like,
There's no need.
there's no need to be. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd want one. It's very irresponsible of me.
Yeah.
I would never recommend anyone else to buy one unless you have like some money to burn, I suppose. But
Yeah, and the good thing is that it's a truck, right? So over 6,000 pounds, I think like 65 or 6,700. So with the Section 179, even at 80%.
that's right. You do get that write-off, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Wow. Is it the full price of the vehicle?
I think it was last year it went down to 80%, or this year it went down to 80% of
Okay.
full potential.
But could you really argue that? I mean, it only is supposed to technically apply to like agricultural businesses, right?
I mean, a lot of people do it, so I'm not the expert on it. And also at the same time, I don't think most people will be able to say that this truck is in use 100% of the time.
Right.
Right? You would say like, oh, 55% of the time is for my work.
Right.
And then, of course, the write-offs then trickle down to the lesser amount.
Yeah, I suppose if you were to be audited by someone who's like really strict about it, they'd probably be like, you're not really using it for its intended purpose for that write-off. But I think most people just don't get audited, so they just take the write-off, which I guess is good. So I guess I could do that. How much does that save you? Have you calculated?
I haven't calculated it.
Okay.
We talked about what this vehicle doesn't have. Doesn't have autopilot, doesn't have full self-driving, doesn't have parking sensors, and lastly, if you hit the wiper blade,
Oh, Jesus.
no auto wiper. It's
Oh,
only
really?
1, 2, 3, 4 setting.
Oh, that's fascinating. Does it squirt out? I'm not going to do it, but
Yeah,
does-
you can hold it if you
Okay.
want. That huge wiper blade.
Dude, that is nuts. Yeah, that's crazy. Whoa, it like goes above my head. You know how you have to replace like windshield wipers sometimes? How much is that going to cost?
I think someone already found it in the Tesla shop. It was like $150.
Really? That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Right?
Well, how much
So-
is a normal one?
I think
It's
the normal one's like
20 bucks
for a set.
50, okay.
For two.
Okay.
So it
That's
is-
not horrible. I thought it was going to be like $2,000 or something. I love like how it feels almost like a, I don't know what the right word is for it, but it's like it's not a terrarium, but it's like a, do you know what I mean? It's like an open air, like it's very open and airy in here.
Yes.
Like there's so many windows.
Yeah.
It's almost like having a convertible, but not. It doesn't feel like its size. And that's what's like contributing to my being scared, because I'm like, the software and the fluidity of it is making me be too comfortable. Like if I get too comfortable, I might hit something.
Right.
Because it's so big. And usually most cars, when they are that big, you feel it mechanically.
Right.
Whereas like this, you don't feel.
It's easy to drive.
It's easy to drive.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a light car, but you know it's not.
While we're here, actually try and do a U-turn just so you can feel the radius of it.
Okay, let's see. Oh my God, we turned all the way. That's crazy. Whoa, that is nuts. I didn't make it, but that's because I didn't start well.
Actually, it would say you would make it, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I can.
Because it looks like the line will.
We'd probably drive over the curb, but
Yeah. I mean, you go slow.
don't try it. You want me to try it?
Here, let's put the suspension
Oh,
up.
I feel it. It's going up. You feel that. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Is it going to clear it or not? Oh my God, if this clears it, that would be insane.
Holy crap.
That's insane. It cleared it. That was the worst U-turn I've ever done, and it still did it. And I'm doing circles right now. In like the smallest, you guys don't understand. This was like the smallest cross street. That's crazy.
Final thoughts?
I mean, I think it's really cool. And what's cooler is it looks so much better in real life. And I think everybody says that,
Yep.
but I don't think I can overestimate just how much it looks better in real life. Yeah, I definitely want one. This was bad for my wallet. Letting me drive this. Now I want it.
All right, so one last thing. Have
Yeah.
you seen the Easter egg?
The Easter egg? No.
Nope. So go ahead, hit that 3 times.
3 times. That's cool.
I hit the back one 3 times.
That's awesome. That's sick. And you got the sticker there.
Yep, exactly. So you just
That's
did it in real
cool.
life.
That's cool. Did I break it? That's
Thanks
sick.
so much.
Thank you for having me, man. That was cool.